to call the meeting to order.
Okay. So good afternoon and welcome to E-Rivers Go Team meeting. We're here to follow the agenda as it's been emailed to you and publicly noticed. I would like to remind everyone that this is a meeting of the Go Team. Only members of the team may participate in the discussion. Any members of the public present are here to quietly observe. For members of the Go Team, please identify yourself when you speak. And I'm pleased to call this meeting to order at, 3:32 p.m. And our first order of business is roll call. Shara, could you please now take the roll?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. Summer Clayton,
Here.
PhDs, Erica Militello,
Present.
Gregory Smaller. I thought I saw him, but maybe not. Wendy Sanders, no. Allison Nelson,
Present.
me, I'm here. Emanetta Somerville,
Present.
Burley Smith. I thought I saw her too, but okay. Mark Hardy. I thought I saw a note taker for him too, correct?
Yeah, so I mean, we're gonna need either Early or Mark to chime in as present. Otherwise, we will not have a quorum.
Okay. So right now I thought I saw both of them.
Yeah, I mean, I see them on I see Mark's
Yeah.
note taker on my screen and I see Early on my screen, but I'm not sure.
Hello?
Oh, perfect. Hi, Early.
I'm sorry, I'm just having some technical. I was trying to get it earlier. That's why I was trying to, I'm sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties here with my, but
No
I'm
problem.
here, I'm here, I'm here.
Okay, I'll
Perfect, perfect.
mark you present.
And you can hear us okay, Early?
Yes, I think I'm gonna have to, if I come out, I think I'm gonna go ahead and log in on my computer actually, real quick.
Okay.
Because I'm having some issues on my phone.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Well, with that, the team is only able to take official action if a quorum is present. Ms. Sheriff, is the quorum present?
It is now, yes.
Yes. Then we can proceed. Our first order of business is to approve the agenda that was provided via email or online. Are there any changes to the agenda? Hearing none. May I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion to approve.
Second?
A second, if I can, yes.
Yes. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Is there anybody who
Aye.
opposes? Any abstentions? Okay, the next order on the agenda is to approve meeting minutes from our last meeting. The meeting minutes have been provided to everyone. Are there any corrections?
Yeah, I had some, but I made note on the meeting minutes. Like you could see like a strike through. There were just some minor things. Like there were some places where because Wendy is who took notes the last time, Nicole, you weren't able to be with us. So like there were a couple places where she referenced, I want to say like the continuous improvement plan, but it was actually the strategic plan. So just straightening up some of that stuff. You'll see where I struck through and then added things. Hey, and Amanette, I hate to do this, but I don't want the big Go team to come back and tell us that we were out of order. When you took when the motion was made and the vote was made to approve the agenda, Early was not actually on at that time, so it wasn't a quorum quite at that time.
Okay, well, let's just do that again. May I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion
Here.
to approve.
And it was seconded.
By myself, Nicole, yeah.
Mhm. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?
Is early on though?
Yes, she's on now.
Yeah.
I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Okay. I don't
Sorry about that, Early.
No, I'm sorry. I'm having some technical difficulties. Sorry, guys.
We all understand.
Okay.
All right.
And were you able to hear that Summer had made revisions to the the meeting minutes? And they're already included as things that were stricken out or modified?
Yes.
Okay. Were there any other corrections or revisions to the meeting minutes from anybody else?
I think it might have also said, double check, Nicole, it might have said at the bottom that you took the notes. I can't remember if I corrected that or not.
I'll have to go back in and look. Give me a second.
Okay,
I
so
saw the strike through. Oh, sorry.
we will just continue. No, that's no problem, Nicole. Assuming that that is correct. If not, we will modify the minutes to say that it was Wendy that took the notes for our last meeting. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll go in and change it in a little bit. I gotta, if there is, I'll look in a minute.
Okay. If there are no further corrections, may I have a motion to approve the previous meeting minutes?
Motion to approve.
Thank you, Erica. A second?
I
Motion to
second.
approve.
Who seconded it? That was Allison, sorry. Sorry, I'm just not looking at y'all right now. I'm on the note page. Okay.
All in favor, please say aye.
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 Are there any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay.
So I'm having 5 people saying approve, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be
Yes. We all approved.
Allison, me, you, and Early. Okay. Just checking. And am I marking Mark absent or present?
We are going to say he is not here because he hasn't spoken. Only his
Okay. I just wanna
note taker is present.
Got it. Thank you. Just making sure I have this right.
Yeah, no, I think that's important. It's confusing me too.
And I'm not even looking at y'all. I'm on the note page. Yeah, that's really confusing me, but that's okay. It's okay.
And so our first item on the agenda is, I'm sorry, I can't quite see the agenda anymore. It's a little too small for me.
It's
Can you see it?
Yep, now I can. The 2025-2030 strategic plan.
Yes. So, in our last meeting, so I'm going to try to go to presenter view, but I'm worried that it's going to, does that make it bigger for you all? Hello?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not looking at it.
Oh,
What does it say? Yeah.
We have
It's
2
smaller.
screens.
you have 2 screens?
Well, I see 2. I see there we go. Never mind. There we go. We're good to go now.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, okay. All right. Thank you very much. So, in our last meeting, we reviewed our proposed mission and vision for the 2530. We talked about the alignment between it and APS's new 2530 strategic plan. And we identified our 2530 strategic objectives. So today, we're actually not going to review data. We've looked at a lot of data. I don't think data is going to inform our action for today since we've already looked at that. Oh, I see what it's saying. We're at number 5. So we're at number 5. We're approving our strategic plan and ranking our priority objectives for fiscal year 27. All right, so here is our draft strategic plan with our mission and vision, both of which were unchanged. We have 3 goals. The first goal is by 2030, the percentage of proficient and above third grade learners as assessed by the GMAS EOG will increase overall from 48.1% to 69.1%. And again, that brings us in alignment with APS, who is looking for a 20 percentage point gain. And then by 2030, the percentage of proficient and above third grader learners as assessed by GMAS EOG Math will increase overall from 42% to 62%. And then our third goal is climate related. The CCRP iSchool climate rating will go from 3 stars to 4 stars. And then we were asked to, under the strategic priorities for the district, we were asked to align ours. So we've got improving student mastery of academic content and rigor to all students under our strengthening our instructional core, positive and inclusive school culture for students, staff, and families under caring for every child, extending our focus on biliteracy and through the dual language immersion program and world language under sparking student curiosity, building teacher capacity, expanding collaboration, and retaining and develop highly qualified teachers is our strength as our team. Informing and engaging the entire school community, our responsibility is shared, and our school is efficient and effective, has built systems, resources to support cluster plan and IBPYP implementation.
I have a question.
Yes.
And I'm sorry I missed the last meeting, but the part where we say extend focus on biliteracy through the implementation of DLI and World Language Program, we already have DLI, so I'm just curious about like the wording there. Maybe I'm not understanding, because when I was doing the voting thing today, I didn't really know how to rank that as something I feel like we're doing, but I'm just curious how we're thinking about that.
Yeah, so correct me if I'm wrong because I don't have it right in front of me, but I feel like we changed the wording. I think it did say maybe implement or begin a focus or something like that, and we changed it to extend. Is that ringing any bells for anyone? Or
I believe-
continued focus on biliteracy?
I believe that's correct, Summer.
So does that make more sense, Erica? Like, so changing it from extending focus to.
I think it's like the implementation maybe that's throwing me off, because to me that sounds like we're going to begin a program that we aren't already running, and I don't know. I may be too focused on semantics here. When I was reading it before the meeting, and again, I'm sorry I missed last one. I was a little confused because DLI has been implemented, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, I would say that certainly we have a DLI program, right? And certainly we have a world language program. But I believe that both of those things were implemented prior to the 2025 strategic plan. Is that correct? Those of you that have been around for a while?
Yes.
Yes.
So, I'm guessing as to why they put this priority objective in there, to your point, since those things were already implemented. And I think that they're talking really more about a robust implementation, making sure that our DLI program is as high quality as it can be. Same with our world language program.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is everybody still comfortable with that?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so now the Go team needs to take action and vote on that strategic plan. So someone should probably make a motion if you want to approve the strategic plan, or we can have more discussion and make changes if we feel that changes are needed.
This is Aminetta. Does anyone need any additional information before we move forward with the vote? Are there any other questions? Nope. Then we'd like to put a motion up to approve the 2025-2030 strategic plan.
I do. Oh, sorry. I can.
Anyone second?
I second to approve.
Who was that,
Thank you.
early?
That was early.
Okay.
Okay. All in favor to approve the 2025 to 2030 strategic plan, say aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? Any abstain? Allison, did you approve? Okay.
Sorry, I did.
Okay, you're just on mute. You kind of went mute off mute, and then we wanted to make sure we got you. So
Thank you so
everyone
much.
approves.
Mhm.
And Erica, just to take you back a little bit to our last meeting, we had an opportunity to kind of go through and decide if we wanted to, if we wanted to keep the strategic objectives, if we wanted to change any of those strategic objectives, and if we wanted to add additional strategic objectives. And the group seemed to, I think the wording of those honestly is a little vague. But the group, we decided to move forward with those current strategic priorities, and I think we can dive into them a little bit deeper, like as I think that we can, as a Go team, further define like what that looks like. What are we looking for when we're talking about providing rigor for all? I don't think that it would hurt us to have those types of discussions as they come up.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right.
There was a lady, Miss Jacoby, that was trying to get in on the Zoom, and I didn't know, I don't really remember who she is, but do you guys want me to share that link? Diane Jacoby.
Oh, Diane
Gotten-
Jacoby is the Go team person.
That's kind of what I thought, but I couldn't remember. So anyway.
Did it come up on my screen and I just didn't admit her?
No, I got a Teams notification as well as an email just now.
Interesting.
So I think she emailed everybody, but you're presenting. So can I respond back to her email? I'll just real fast. I
Yeah.
can plug I'll get that to her. Just wanted to make sure it was okay.
Okay. Yeah, great. All right. So now we will go through those rankings. So did everybody that is on right now have a chance to see the email that I sent where you were given an opportunity to rank those strategic objectives?
Yes.
Emanetta, did you get it? So go into your email and you should see an email. Did it look like it came from me, you guys? Okay.
Yes.
Mine did.
I
Okay.
think so, yeah.
Was this the one that had us going into Google Drive?
Mm.
I don't know. It was a Microsoft.
Yes, you had to put your name on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, yeah.
It was like a survey form and you could move the
Oh,
strategic objectives up or down.
I did. Thank you.
You did that? Okay, great.
Mhm.
All right. So let me see here. Okay. So are you all able to see this? It's really hard for me to tell like what you guys see and what you can't see. Okay, perfect. All right. So here are the results so far of our survey. We've got 5 responses. And that includes me. So that means we've still got 4 people who have not. Let me just refresh it just to make sure. Yeah, 5 responses. So far, if y'all want to help me to interpret this, so it looks like 100% of the responses felt that improving student mastery of academic content should be our #1 focus. Okay, and that 60% felt that provide rigor to all students should be our second choice. This is where it gets a little fuzzy for me. So fostering positive and inclusive school culture for students, staff, and families. So, 20% second choice, 20% thought it was third choice, 40% thought it was a fourth choice, and 20% ranked it all the way down as sixth choice. 40% for build teacher capacity in literacy and math, put that as a third choice. So if I'm understanding that correctly, then if I were writing these in ranked order, I would have improved student mastery first, provide rigor to all students second, and then third would be build teacher capacity in literacy and math. And then it looks like fourth would be foster positive and inclusive school culture for students, staff, and families. For For extend focus on biliteracy through the implementation of dual language immersion, 40% put this in 5th place, which falls in line. For retain and develop highly qualified teachers and staff for traditional DLI support, we're all equal, 20% third choice, 20% fourth choice, 20% fifth choice, and 20% sixth choice.
That adds up to 80%. So I find this very confusing.
That's a good point. I just realized that.
Maybe, oh, hold on. Yep.
What?
I was hoping to, I didn't
Oh,
know if
wait,
like
now
maybe
it looks-
my,
I think maybe we just couldn't see. Now it's on.
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's what I was
I was
thinking. I was
with you. I
thinking
was-
maybe it was too low or something. Yeah, I think that's what it is. My bad, my bad. All right.
I think it's weird that it's not ranking this for you correctly.
right. Expand teacher collaboration. 40% put it as 7th. 60% put inform and engage the entire school community for 8th choice. And 9th choice at 80%. So a lot of consensus around building systems and resources to support the cluster plan and IB implementation as last. All right, so
Keep that right there so I can take a picture. So I put that in the notes. Sorry.
well, and I'm gonna
Okay, got it.
okay, perfect. So I'm gonna be toggling back and forth because now I'm supposed to take these and I'm gonna take it out of presentation mode and I am supposed to drop them in here. Well, this will just be a placeholder for right now.
Yeah, I can copy it from there. I wasn't thinking. I didn't
Oh,
see that.
that's not working. I'm not really liking the the format that the Go team gives us. All right. Thank you for bearing with me on this. No, we want this as third.
I think that was the only one that was out of order. I
Yeah.
could be wrong.
Yeah, I think you're right.
When was that out of order? It was,
The build teacher capacity was written in 4th place, but it was voted as 3rd place.
okay, so foster and build should be switched.
Yeah, foster and build is actually 4th.
Okay. Got it.
And then why is it doing that? I'm like dropping it right next to what I think is the 5 or the number, and then it drops it to the next one. All right, so this one was the one that was like 2020, 2020.
Yeah,
So
what do we?
I think that I don't think this one though had it be 6th choice. Yeah, no, that's 7th. So I think,
Yeah, what do you do with that?
see, tag on it. Why is it doing that? That one worked.
Was there another one that was not in the same area that would switch?
No, I think it was just 3 and
Okay.
4
Okay, just
think.
checking because I'm.
were the
Just
only
making sure.
ones. And then we did not have these other ones. All right, let's see. That's so that I can make that so that people can actually read those. Oops. All right. Can y'all read those?
Yes.
And just double check. Did I put them in the right order?
Looks like it.
All right. So then our next item is to take action on the strategic plan objectives rankings. So if we are in agreement, if you want to look, if you just want to double check here that I've got them in the right order. I mean, they're in the right order with the exception of 3 and 4.
Miss Clayton, I could be wrong, but I think that retain and develop highly qualified teachers was there twice. But I watched you do. I mean, it's like I watched you do it. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Like,
Oh, yes.
Oh, you're right.
so I
Okay.
think it's the collaboration one that we're missing.
Thank you so much.
No, you're like totally fine. Like I said, I watched. I don't know. I know that formatting was tricky.
Pardon me. So guys, I have not been able to enjoy our ice day because I've been sick since Thursday.
Oh, no.
No, no.
Yeah, and
I had heard
I'm
that you
I'm
were.
worried that I'm fighting pneumonia actually.
Oh no.
You need
Yes.
to need an antibiotic then right away.
Yeah, I know. I know. My partner has suggested several times that we should go to the doctor. And
Just go to like a walk-in.
I know I've got an urgent care, right? I mean, honestly, I just didn't know what the road conditions were. I've got a lot of excuses, but anyway, there's still
That's the
time.
worst.
There's still time. So if I start coughing, forgive me. All right. So is that better? Does that capture all of them?
That looks great.
I'm gonna put it in slideshow mode, but the problem is when I do that, I can't see you all at all and finagle my screen. So all right, so if everyone is in agreement, we now need to take a vote about the rankings for the strategic plan objectives. Now, just to give you a little bit of background, and you all, hopefully everybody on this call knows that has received the email from the Go team and understands that it is a requirement that we all have to attend one of the budget allocation trainings. So there's one tomorrow, and then there's another one, I think, on Wednesday. All right. The reason that these strategic plan objectives are important is because they will help us to determine our budget and prioritize spending in our budget. And I will tell you that having received the draft budget, we're in a deficit and there are going to have to be some hard decisions made. And so it's really important that we are clear on the mechanism for making some of those hard choices based on how we are prioritizing these things.
How big of a deficit are we talking?
If I staff, so first off, we're expecting a drop in enrollment. So this year, the budget was based on a projection of 658 students, K-5, meaning that come the 15-day leveling, so the 15th day of the school year, we needed to have 658 students enrolled K-5 to get our budget where it was created last year. We did not meet that. We only had 621 students. So this year, finance has based our budget on 621 students. And based on that, we're looking, if we staff exactly as we have it right now, we're looking at between 400 and 5,000 K, the 500, between 400,000 and 500,000 that we're in a deficit.
Okay.
That's a lot.
And I'm projecting, so I can't see your faces. So let me. Yeah, I mean, it is a lot. It is a lot. Um, you know, Atlanta has been trying to balance their budget, and so, and we've got less kids coming in. We've got, you know, spending or, the inflation is making everything more expensive. So you'll learn way more at the budget allocation just to get a better understanding of how they come up with those figures and those numbers.
Okay. So with that, do we want to make a motion to approve
The
um,
ranking.
the rankings of our rankings?
I can motion to approve the strategic
Second,
plan objectives.
All right, so Allison, you got a sec first, and who was second? Erica?
Yes, I will second that. Thank you.
Oh, I thought you did. I'm sorry. You did. Okay.
No, I think we all started saying things at the same time, so I think that's good.
Okay.
You
Don't
got
want
it.
to say that you have to. Okay.
okay. All in favor of approving the strategic plan objectives rankings, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Anyone abstain? Like everyone approved it.
Okay. So I'm still holding at 5 people approving things.
All right. So here is what is next. So in February, um, well, first what is next is attending those budget allocation meetings this week. And then what is supposed to happen is in February, I'll present you with a draft budget. After you see that draft budget, I will then have to meet with my associate superintendent, Audrey Sofianos, to review that. I believe that meeting with Audrey is supposed to happen on February 24th. And then after that, I'll have to meet with HR to talk about any staffing changes that might occur as a result of the draft budget. Okay. And then in March, that budget will go back before you all, and you will vote on the final budget recommendation before March 13th. Because of what's happening in February, one of the things that we need to do, because our next Go Team meeting is slated for next Monday. That isn't really a lot of time. It's just not a lot of time. So I would propose, so that I can get to you all a draft budget, that we move our February meeting to, I believe, 2 Mondays after that. I'm not looking at a calendar right now. Let me look on my phone. So I think then the following Monday is February 9th. And then okay. Well, I was gonna say February 16th, but I realized that that is our winter break. Now, teachers are still working during that time. Is there anything that says that we couldn't have a meeting on February 16th? I mean, we didn't have school today and we had a meeting.
It works fine for me.
Oh, hey, Diane, I see you.
Hi, everyone. Real quick introduction. I'm Diane Jacoby. I'm the school governance liaison for the district, and I'm just here to help. So Principal Clayton, I'm happy to answer that question for you.
Fantastic.
The only limitations on when Go Teams can hold meetings is that you may not hold a meeting during instructional hours. So if no instruction is going on, you can hold the meeting. That's the only guardrails. Just be aware that for it to qualify as a meeting, you need to have quorum, which is at least 5 people. So depending upon how everybody else is handling that break week can possibly impact your ability to have quorum and conduct business.
Got it. Thank you. So what I hear from that is that we would want to make sure that we have a commitment from the 5 people that are here today that you can meet on February 16th at 3:30, and we could make that meeting virtual, right? So that we're meeting just like this. If you 5 are able to do that, then I think we can go ahead. If you 5 can't commit, since we don't know about our other members and whether they'd be able to meet, we should probably come up with an alternative date. I just recommend highly that we do not meet a week from today because I just think that'll be pushing it.
We need to approve this date, or we need to come up with 2 options.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
go ahead, Amanetta.
I was going to say, I think there's a couple of things. First, we need to see if we're available, if we are able to, and then if we are available, then we could approve the date or we could propose a different date. And then that would be the motion that we would.
Yeah. Diane, did you raise your hand again, or was that a carryover?
Yeah, I was just gonna let you know that on that Monday, the 16th, if you all decide that that's when you want to meet, because no instruction is taking place, you are not bound to an afternoon meeting time. So if that's a date that is acceptable to you all, you can discuss to meet at whatever time during that day would work, because you're not conflicting with instruction. Again, this is the decision of the team. I'm just trying to give you as many options as possible.
No, that's perfect. Thank you. Thank you for that, Diane. It's a school-based professional learning day. But I don't think that should hinder us in any way. So if someone wanted to meet earlier, I think that we could probably work that out if the day works.
I'm good with the day. I mean,
I'm good with the day as well.
I'm good with the day.
I'm good.
I'm
Erica?
open to start. Oh, sorry.
Erica,
I
you
wanna
said you
s-
could.
Oh, sorry.
Yep,
Erica-
I can do it. Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. I can't tell who's talking.
Erica's good with it.
Perfect. Thank you. Early?
I'm gonna say as of now, I'm good with it. Hopefully nothing, comes up, but as of right now, I'm fine with the date.
Okay. And does the 3:30 time work for everybody?
Yes.
Yes. Hi, guys.
I'm flexible if we want to move it earlier.
I'm fine to move it earlier too, but I'm with them and then I'm flexible.
Oh, hi, Wendy.
Hi. Sorry.
Hey,
I was trying
that's
to get
all right.
everything to work.
No, that's okay. So we were just discussing that we need to move our next Go Team meeting. It's currently February 2nd, which is just next week. And so we're proposing that we move it to February 16th, which is the first day of winter break. However, that's fine.
Yeah.
And you all are, we're all working anyway, so. All right, so now we've got 6 who have said that works. So I guess with that, Chair, I'll turn it over to you for a motion.
Okay, we are putting out a motion to move our February 2nd Go Team meeting to February 16th at 3:30 p.m. Do we have anyone to
I
issue the
approve.
motion?
I approve.
Nicole, and second? Wendy? Wendy seconds. Okay. All in favor say aye.
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 Hi.
Any opposed? Any abstaining? So we're all in favor of moving our February 2nd Go Team meeting to February 16th at 3:30.
Perfect.
Yes.
This will give us all enough time to be able to absorb all the information that we'll have from training either tomorrow or later this week.
Yep.
And then I guess preview the budget that Summer will provide us and then be able to go and vote on that for our 16th meeting.
Can I ask a question about the training, and having Ms. Jacoby here might be helpful? I'm not able to make any of those dates and times, and I was wondering if there is an opportunity to either watch the training or if there's something else that can be done. I don't know if I'm the only one, and if so, it's offline.
So So we haven't, we're looking at possibly offering another session.
Okay.
And beyond that, we are still working on what we're going to do for people who aren't able to make the training.
Okay.
I apologize. This is the process changed, and so we're coming up with the new process, kind of building the plane as we're flying it for the training. So thank you.
Yeah.
And Allison and Wendy, didn't y'all try to join on the 20th and couldn't get through or something?
No, that was, oh, go ahead. That was
That
me
wasn't
and
me.
Wendy.
Oh, it was Nicole and Wendy.
But when we went, went and back, and after I took a picture of it, we went and looked back that it was the wrong date.
Oh.
Oops.
Sorry. I
Even though Wendy and
I
I
didn't
were
mean to
both like,
highlight that. I'm so sorry.
yeah, that's okay. You know, reading is fundamental. But
All
we were
right.
both like, we have it today when somewhere we got off on that. But that's okay.
All right. So any other questions as it relates, I guess, to the strategic plan, the rankings, or upcoming meetings, both that budget allocation and the February meeting? All right. Hearing none, we will move on to the principal's report. So I am going to share with you the College and Career Ready Performance Index data for Rivers that has come out this fall. So one of the things that has happened just in the last week is this lovely score has come up. And the reason that I say lovely score, so this is based on last year's GMAS, basically, and the climate survey and all kind of the spring data, I would say, for Rivers. So when we compare that to 2024, we have gone up. So that is really great news that our overall school score has gone up to an 85.7. So that is definitely cause to celebrate. Now, I am going to tell you that it's hard for me to really understand how this performance index is kind of calculated. We have a principals training coming up, I understand, with BJ Worthington, where he's going to help us to understand this a little bit more. For now, so I say that just to say I can't answer probably a lot of your questions. Don't hold on to them, though. I will do my best. And I'm just going to kind of go through some of this information with you. All right, so if we drop down here, it's just an overview of school information and our school demographics, again, as it was last year. So I always find that these numbers are really interesting just to look at, particularly 45% economically disadvantaged. That's a large number of economically disadvantaged students. We're a little over 18% for our English language learners. 22, let's call it 23% Hispanic, 35% Black, 7% multiracial, and 31% white. So if we go up to elementary, we're ranked on these 4 areas: content mastery, progress, closing gaps, and readiness. So when we look at content mastery, we are at a 79.1. And we see this green arrow here showing that we went up and that here are the scores. Now, again, this is where I'm confused because this is not a percentage, right? This does not mean that 80.39% of our students were proficient in English language arts. So that's the part that I don't really understand. If we go into view details, it gives a little overview. Shows that we went up by 3 points, and largely those 3 points were a result of the 20-point increase in science. Again, this is not a percent proficient. We went down in math, but only slightly, only 1.28 percentage points, however that is calculated. And then you can look at our subgroups as well. "100% participation rate," meaning that all of these students took the GMAS with the exception of, we might have had one Black student and one economically disadvantaged student. It's not very much, not significant. So this is for English language arts. Here's a score for math. And here's a score for science. This is way too much data for you all to absorb right now. So I'm really just showing you kind of a high level. What I think is the most interesting thing to look at is look at our flags. So our flags with a star, it means that the student group met the improvement target. So again, this is kind of based on, I think, improving from year to year. So we are green in science in every category. So all of our subgroups met the improvement target that was set for science, which is really, really fantastic. If we look at math, we see that we still have some work to do here. Now, I want to celebrate our Hispanic subgroup because they did meet their improvement target. Our white subgroup met their improvement target. And it shows you kind of what our score was and then what the target was. English learners and students with disability also met those improvement targets. So just a little bit more work to do in order to hit our targets for Black students and economically disadvantaged students in math. For English language arts, again, all student subgroups met their improvement target. Questions so far? All right. Well, nobody's smiling. I can see your faces.
I don't have a question. I do want to say I'm very happy to see how much progress we've made this last year in a
Right. And
multitude of areas. And while we still have room for improvement in a couple, it's
Right.
amazing to see such growth in just a year.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It's really worth celebrating for sure. Again, I hate that I can't go into more detail about how these scores are comprised, but that is something that I am working on for sure. Oops, this is not where I meant to be. There we go. All right, so that is our content mastery. So then when we look at progress, we see that our progress went slightly up. 0.2 of a point, it went up. You can compare our score with our district score and our state score. Again, looking at each indicator in progress, we went up in English language arts, we went down in mathematics, and we went up in English language proficiency. And I think that is also something really to rejoice. I mean, that's a 7-point increase in progress for English language proficiency. That's fantastic. Again, we've got progress levels for, that show each of our subgroups. But looking at our scores, just to give you kind of an idea of where we are. Students with a disability, they had a score of 100, which is fantastic. Hispanic students, a score of 90.63, also fantastic. So this is just English language arts. When we look at our math scores, we're seeing lower scores, although our students with disabilities still scored a 100. And for our English language learners, again, we see that nice green flag. Our target was only 87.7, and we received a score of 95.47, which is just amazing. I just want to look back. See, it doesn't show us our what our targets were like it does here.
Yeah.
So it's hard to know exactly what we were shooting for and how close we came. And just if you want to read that little blurb about how they're measuring progress. Closing gaps. This is one that I think is incredibly important because it's looking at those gaps between their subgroups and making sure that they are growing, that they're not just achieving at a certain level, but they are making growth to move along that learning continuum. So this is fantastic. A 97.7 on closing gaps. The district scored 100, but the state only scored a 75. So we're underperforming the district, but only by a small bit. And I think that you can see here, it's largely due to our mathematics. So not quite making those closing gap targets in mathematics for certain subgroups. And then if we look at English language arts, again, we can see our score compared to our target and see how far we exceeded our targets. So a nice bit of growth for our Hispanic subgroup. Really incredible growth for our students with disability. I mean, that's over a 20-point spread. That's amazing. In English language arts. Here are our scores and targets for math. And you can see, we weren't too far off for some of these subgroups. The multiracial was really close. Looking at about a 5 and 4 point spread for Black and economically disadvantaged students. Again, students with disability, really significant discrepancy there between their score and their target. And then in science, we got all green flags. Again, just really, I know that the Rivers team worked really hard last year and really focused on science. So that's fantastic. And then the last is readiness. So I think this is interesting. It's whether students are participating in activities preparing them for and demonstrating readiness for the next level, college or career. Looking at above grade level reading, student attendance, and beyond the core. So that's looking at our specials and classes like that. So we went down, but just 1/10 of a point. Still outperforming the district and outperforming the state. So, again, while we went down, I still think that is major cause for celebration. We went up in terms of our score for at or above grade level reading, down for student attendance, and down for beyond the core. So I think, part of it is because we don't offer any type of computer science course, and I think the state values that. But our fine arts is a 99.4 and our world language is a 98.8. Career exploratory isn't typically something that I think we see in elementary schools, but it's just food for thought there. Again, I don't think that this indicates that there are changes that need to be made, given, again, that we are outperforming both the state and the district. This just breaks down our subgroups so that you can see the rate at which students are at or above the grade level reading. So still need to work on, have some work to do for our Hispanic students, economically disadvantaged, and English language learners and students with disability. But again, in terms of closing gaps, there is a big discrepancy between our white students and our other subgroups. For student attendance, we have some subgroups that also, we might need to reach out to and think more about incentives for school attendance. I think that one of the hardest things for us is our population, our economically disadvantaged population is, we're talking often transient students, so students that are in and out, have transportation issues, things of that nature, aren't living, are doubled up or aren't living in secure housing. So we meet every week. A student success team meets every week so that we can look at strategies for making sure we're reaching out to these students and removing any obstacles, any barriers. We work with both our social worker and our counselor and have a team that is really focusing on those things. Here's our Beyond the Core. Again, I don't really understand what these rates mean. I think they're talking about the percent of students that are participating in these, and all of our students participate in all of our courses, with one exception, and that would be the students in our autism unit. Some of those students, their needs are severe enough that they are not pulled out of the classroom and attend any general education classes. So I think that's what that small percentage is noting there. And there you have that. Any questions? All right. So then the other thing that I just wanted to take a few minutes and show you is our map. So forgive me, just give me a second to drill down here. So we've really seen, and I'll let the teachers talk about this if they wish, really have seen a lot of growth this year from our fall to winter scores on our map performance. So I just want to kind of highlight, and hopefully you can see that okay. So if you look at, so let's look, this is by grade level, and this is fall to winter last year, and this is fall to winter this year. So, and this is just for math. So math, our second grade last year from fall to winter didn't really show a whole lot of change in terms of growth. But this year we went from 50% to 58%. So nice growth in proficiency just from fall to winter this year in second grade. Last year, our third grade went down from fall to winter, and this year stayed at about the same. So I'm not, and both of those are higher than the scores last year. So I'm happy with that. Fourth grade last year again stayed the same. This year we see improvement from 33% to 39%. Fifth grade last year went down fall to winter, but this year we've gone up by 2 percentage points. So that's just for math. For reading, 48 to 50 in last year in second grade, up from 49% to 58%. Second grade's working really hard to get that reading score up. Last year in third grade, 48% to 52%, and this year up 4 percentage points from 45% to 49%. Fourth grade went up 2 percentage points last year. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 2 percentage points last year. And now this year we went up again 2 percentage points, but we're still trending in the right direction. Fifth grade fall to winter up 2 percentage points last year and 2 percentage points this year. So again, like we're trending in the right direction across the board. Teachers, did you want to comment at all on there were lots of celebrations, I feel like, after the winter map administration, just a lot of grade levels seeing a lot of growth already from fall to winter. Nicole, I saw your mouth move, but I didn't hear you.
Oh, I just said I'm good. I was going to defer to Wendy. I mean,
Wendy, any comments?
Just that, yeah, I'm glad that we're trending upward, I guess. And I was just trying to see, I'm on a phone, so it's kind of hard for me to see, but I think I
Yeah.
was hearing everything. I was surprised to see that, well, okay, just because I had my experience with fourth grade, but you could see that we started at, what was it, in the math and the language arts, we kind of started a pretty low percentage. So I'm very happy how much we made the improvements. We've been working very hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. It shows. It really shows. So
Coming in at 33.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, coming in at 33% in the
I
fall and
think
up to
that's reflecting
39%.
on, these are the MAP scores, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Because then if you look at the GMAS scores from the other report, like they were saying, looking at groups that were lower. So we just
Yeah.
noticed that the group that was coming up from third grade, now fourth graders, it's been a lot of work, but we're getting some movement. So yeah, proud of them.
So just a reminder too, for everyone, so you all have access to the Google Drive, and in that Google Drive, this presentation and the links are active, so you can always go back and reference it there. Okay. All right. So, Wendy, you're our cluster advisory team reporter. I don't know if there's anything to report on. I don't know that we've had a cluster advisory team meeting.
There really hasn't. There's just been we both were on the online. We're in the little breakout group for North Atlanta or whatever, but there wasn't much happening with that, just kind of preliminary stuff. I haven't really heard anything different.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So now we have moved on to announcements. I don't really have any announcements. Does anybody else have anything worth announcing? We're moving into February. We've got Black History Month coming up, and Miss Harrell and teachers and parents are getting excited for that. A lot of great activities planned.
I have one thing that I noticed, and it's not Go Team really, but just eRivers. They have put new school speed zone signs on Peachtree, which we've been fighting for in our neighborhood for a long time. So hopefully it'll come with some new lines on Peachtree and maybe even some the blinking lights, but it now says like 25 miles per hour on Peachtree, just north and south of the Peachtree Battle
That's awesome.
intersection. And I don't know when it happened. I was like freaking out. I took a picture. It was very exciting.
Well, it must have just been within the last month, because I'm on the emails where whatever the group is that's been fighting for that so much.
Yeah. And it could have been honestly last week, because I mean, I drive that stretch a lot. I live within the speed limit. So if I don't leave my bubble, but now it's just nice, because there's just been, I walked to school for 3 years to and from, and there's just a lot of close calls.
Oh yeah.
So just hopefully slowing people down. And
well, I mean, heck, the first part of our school year, the fence was taken out by.
It's crazy. And people
It
run that
is-
red light.
That's what caused the fence damage? Oh my.
Oh
Yeah, it was a car accident. So
It should absolutely be a school zone. I mean, North Side is a school zone for, there's no reason Peachtree shouldn't be. That's great.
exactly. So
Good
it's
job, Ms. Nelson.
yeah, good news.
That is great news. Anybody else have any other announcements? We also have a really cool drum camp coming up that Miss Jameson and Mr. Wing are putting on. I think that's I don't remember when in February that is, but I'm excited to attend that on a Saturday.
It's Saturday the 7th.
Saturday the 7th. Cool.
Miss Sanders is going to be there too. She's a guest speaker.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw that. Yeah. Fantastic.
And STEAM Day is coming up on the 6th, if I'm correct.
We've got a lot going on in February for sure. Are any of our Go Team members going to be participating in STEAM as a guest speaker? Or?
Hopefully I will be a presenter. I'm in the third grade this
Okay.
year, so we'll see.
That's great.
Awesome.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. All right. So that is all that I have. And then this last slide just talks about where we are going. So I'm going to turn it back over to you, Amanetta.
Well, guys, this was an awesome meeting. Thank you all for coming and attending. Just a reminder, once again, we've moved our February 2nd meeting to the 16th at 3:30 p.m. Summer, I'm guessing you will work with getting the Go Team website updated with the revised date.
Yep.
All righty.
And we are in agreement, right? We're going to do that virtual only. We're not going to do a hybrid meeting for that one.
That is correct. The virtual only meeting on the 16th.
Okay.
At 3:30 p.m.
Yep.
Virtual.
Are there any other items that someone would like to bring up? Okay. Well, if that's the case, we have reached the end of our agenda. And may I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Yes, Nicole.
A second?
Allison seconds.
Okay, thank
like,
you,
wait a
Alice.
minute.
We didn't want it to end. You guys are all lovely, but
I
we
was
would
getting a
like
little
to end our
nervous
day. All in favor, please raise your hand or say aye.
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 Is anybody opposed to carrying on the rest of our day?
No.
No?
Sorry.
Okay.
Being so late.
Okay, well, the meeting is adjourned. I look forward to seeing you guys probably later in February or I guess next week and at our next meeting.
All right. Fantastic.
4:38.